Hello, welcome to Love Matters. I'm your host, Inez. Thank you for joining me today. I have a wonderful guest with me, and he is going to tell us, ladies specifically, but men, you want to tune in too. He's going to tell us 10 secrets that every woman needs to know why men don't marry them. Look, call all your friends, your girlfriends. I realize it may be a little early, but this is worth getting up for and listening to. I have with me Dr. Gerald Kiner. He's been my guest before, and we got him again today, and he is so wise. He got enough information inside of him that he can talk about almost every topic you can think of. But today he's going to give us the scoop. He's Dr. Gerald Kiner, Pastor Dr. Gerald Kiner. He is the senior pastor of Jesus People Church, and he's also the founder of Daughters of Zion All-Women's Bible College. Dr. Kiner, thank you so much for joining me, taking some time out. I know you're busy promoting your book on tapes, and he has so many other books, and we're going to talk about some of those. So right now, just tell us, where is Jesus People located?
Jesus People is located 4400 Hickory Hill Road. It's right in the beginning of Hickory Hill. Daughters of Zion All-Women's Bible College is located in the same facility every Monday night from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We would love to have all of your guests to come out to give it an opportunity to allow themselves to grow spiritually by getting fed at the Daughters of Zion All-Women's Bible College. Okay,
and of course, as one of your inaugural students, I am being fully fed every Monday night that we meet, and I am so grateful and thankful for Dr. Kiner, because a lot of what I'm doing now, especially this television show, Love Matters, it had a lot to do with my going to that college and Dr. Kiner, birthing out of me the stuff that was in me, that God had put in me, and giving me the confidence I needed to go ahead and do everything God put in my heart. But I don't want to belabor the time because we have a short time, but I want to get all of these things in, all 10 secrets. So Dr. Kiner, why don't we just skip ahead and tell us, what's the first secret that every woman needs to know why men don't marry them?
Well, the sex factor. And that factor is the fact that why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Whenever a woman is engaged in premarital sex, I've given statistics that it delays your pending marriage by 30 days every time you have a sexual relationship with that man. So if you have sex 3 times within the week, you just delayed it 3 months, the time that you would be getting married, because a man naturally is going to think that, hey, why obligate myself? Why put myself in a situation where I may be locked for life when I'm getting it free anyway? So that's an old saying, but it is a true saying. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Because it's something that you look forward to in a married relationship. But if you are already engaged in that activity, then there's nothing to look forward to. And there's no really reason why I have any desire to expedite the marriage. So it's something that is biblical and rational. So imagine you're in a relationship engaged in fornication for 2 years. So imagine why some people, they may be in a relationship 6-7 years and never been married. But if that woman is in a relationship and she does not have sex with that man, she decreases the time that he would likely marry her by 6 months.
Okay, so if you keep the dime between your knees, like my mother told me, if you keep that dime between your knees, you can get married 6 months sooner.
Indeed.
Oh, wow. Okay, you heard that, ladies. I didn't say it. It's from Pastor Kiner, who is a man. So, hey, some of you are probably saying, but that's not true. I slept with my husband the first night, blah, 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 blah. He still married me. But we're talking in general, is what you're saying. What's the number 2 reason or secret?
The second secret that women don't know, that men look at, men talk about in private when we are interested in a woman, but we may not want that woman to know, because we don't want a woman to fake and get herself prepared. We want to see the real deal. So the second is the cleanliness factor.
Okay.
Men love a clean woman. How you can tell a woman's clean? By her house. You can tell if the house clean, is her car clean. All of these things are something that men, we look at, we notice, because if a woman is nasty, and then when I come along, it's just going to make things worse. It's just going to be nastier. So a man wants somebody who knows how to take care of the home, knows how to take care of the family. And cleanliness is next to godliness. And think about it. Most men, we were raised by parents, by mothers who taught us to be clean. So consequently, you always hear those saying that a man wants a woman that's somewhat like his mother. Well, being clean is what we are accustomed to hearing all of our lives. Make your bed, do this, do that, do that, do that. Then you meet a woman who is flat-foot nasty, you know what I mean? This defies everything that you were taught. So you instantly, internally, subliminally, you say to yourself, this is not the person that I think I would want to spend the rest of my clean life with.
The third secret is?
The third secret is actually the over-honesty factor. We often say this. Oftentimes women, in an effort to show a man how honest they are, in an effort to show a man that they're very upfront, in an effort to show a man that they want to start the relationship off right, they indulge sometimes in too much information. They indulge on every man they've ever slept with. They indulge on things that, while that man is listening initially, he's just paying attention, but ultimately, that's going to be, that name is going to be raised back up. Ultimately, those issues that you talked about in confidence, that person may betray your confidence. And we've all, some of your listening and viewing audience, they know what I'm talking about. They may have experienced someone that they have shared information with in confidence and in private. All of a sudden it's thrown back in your face in an argument. So
quick example,
you talked about when you were dating and you met this guy and you all had sex at the hotel, and next thing you know, he's calling the guy's name out. You know, what about John? You said John. You know, you were so in love with John. So now he's arguing with you about John all the time. And you hadn't seen John in 20 years, but he can't take John out of his mind. And he would have never known anything about John had not you overindulged in that information.
The fourth secret is? The
money factor. The money factor.
Okay.
The Bible talks about the Proverbs 31 woman being wise with money. The Proverbs 31 woman going out and selling merchandise, buying merchandise, taking care of her family. Her husband calls her blessed. Her children arise and call her blessed also. This is contrary to the contemporary, it appears, woman that we hear about that's a shopaholic. Whereas the Proverbs 31 woman is the type of woman that knows how to manage the household, that knows if the man gives her $1,000, she may be able to flip it to $2,000. So that money factor is crucial in being able to have someone that knows how to manage the house wisely. You give her your paycheck and you don't have to worry about being broke the next couple of weeks. You know that everything is going to be taken care of because this woman has wisdom on knowing how to deal with money, knows how to find sales, knows how to find good deals, knows how to make the money stretch, knows how to invest the money, knows how to look for the future. So this is what we're looking at in the money factor.
So you're saying she might want to study some Wall Street journals?
Might want to study some Money Magazine, Wall Street Journal, most definitely.
Okay, number 5, let's go on. Let's keep it going.
Number 5 is the conversation factor. One of the things that we often hear is that women love to talk. And that's true. With women, we often hear that women love to talk. But talking and conversation are two different things. And oftentimes, when a woman is upset, she's going to shut down the communication. So we often hear that the men don't communicate, but actually, from the point of view, from what I've heard and what I've experienced, it's that person who we always hear who is a great talker, but not a great communicator. Sometimes when you're upset, that's the time to let a person know to communicate what the problem is instead of holding it in and becoming maniacal, becoming enraged, and giving what we call the silent treatment. These are some of the things that we experience as men, the silent treatment, and this gives place to the devil. The Bible says, let not the sun go down on your wrath. And when you are upset and when you're not communicating, then that is very detrimental to a relationship. You look at any person who you may have been involved with in the past, and the reason why there's a gap that exists right now is because communication was ended.
Yeah, I've heard always that if there's no the T's, they say no talk.